So this video is gonna be about my favorite cartoons. So yeah, so starting off, I don't know, like SpongeBob, right? I like SpongeBob, right? So you got SpongeBob, right? And basically, what SpongeBob is about is like SpongeBob, like the fry cook, right? Like he's a fry cook, right? So yeah, so he goes to the Krusty Krab, right? Prepares Krabby Patties for the customers and stuff, right? And stuff, and also the show's got like a lot of characters in it. Like you got SpongeBob, you got Patrick, you got Squidward, you got Sandy, you got Mr. Krabs. And also you got I don't know, Pearl. You got Plankton, which is the villain, right? Because he tries to steal the Krabby Patty formula from Mr. Krabs and stuff. I mean, if you've seen SpongeBob, you obviously know that, right? And yeah, and also SpongeBob and Patrick, right? They also go on like various adventures and stuff like that, and explore new territories and make new friends in Bikini Bottom, right? So that's SpongeBob. Van Vero was like, I don't know, like I like watching Flapjack, right? Flapjack, you got Flapjack, you got Knuckles, you got Bobby, right? Flapjack the kid, Knuckles, the pyro, and Bobby the whale. They go on various adventures and stuff, right? Through like, I don't know, Stormalong, I guess, that's where they live and stuff, right? And stuff. So yeah, the show's very interesting and stuff, right? And yeah, it's basically about a boy named Flapjack and Knuckles going on adventures and stuff, exploring like islands and stuff like that, right? Like the main island that they want to get to is Candy Island, but they never get to it and stuff, right? There's like one episode, right, where they're like on the moon and stuff, right? Like they jump off the moon, right? And then they're almost about to reach Candy Island, right? But they never really reach it and stuff. And stuff, so yeah, so they touch Candy Island with their tongue, right? And then the moon basically, like, I don't know, pulls them back up and then they never really reach it and stuff. So yeah, so Flapjack, Venvo was, I don't know, other shows. Oh yeah, there's like, so yeah, so Venvo's like Ben 10, right? So yeah, Ben 10. So growing up, I really did like watching Ben 10, right? You got Ben, you got Gwen, you got Grandpa Max, those are the characters and stuff, right? And stuff. So yeah, so Ben 10, right? So the very first episode of Ben 10 is basically Ben discovering the Omnitrix, right? And stuff, falls out of the sky and stuff, right? Then it just, I don't know, he finds it and stuff, right? Then it attaches onto his wrist, right? And stuff. And that's how the episode starts off, right? Ben discovering the Omnitrix. Then he goes on like, I don't know, various adventures and stuff, right? With Max and also Gwen and also Ben, right? They like go on various adventures and stuff. So the show's very interesting, very very cool. So I really did love watching it as a kid. Yeah, Ben 10 and stuff. The new Alien Forces is kind of shitty. I like the original Ben 10. The very first one, right? That show I really loved as a kid. It was very very cool and stuff, right? Like the concept is very interesting and stuff. It really captivated my interest. I was really into Ben 10 when I was little and stuff, right? Like the very first one. I couldn't really get into Alien Force or the newer one, but the very first one was amazing. So yeah, Ben 10, very good show. Then there was Chowder. So Chowder was basically about like a show about like cooking recipes and stuff, right? Like you got Chowder, you got Mung Do, you got Schnitzel, you got Mungsworth, you got Endive, you got Panini, you got Gorgonzola and Gazpacho, like the mammoth looking thing that runs the stand, right? Gazpacho. But anyways, those are like the characters, and also Chowder. The show is basically about like Chowder cooking and preparing recipes, right, for the like customers and stuff, right, and stuff. So yeah, so he does go on adventures and stuff. So yeah, Chowder. So that's Chowder. Then there was So yeah, so then there was Splashed, right? So yeah, so Splashed, right? I watched it when I was really little, right? And also watched it like recently, like I don't know, this year, I guess. So yeah, so Splash, so like the characters in Splash are like Perry, Entree, Two Legs Joe, Princess Pony, Mr. Smarty Smarts, Octocat, Patricia, those are the characters in it, right? And the show's basically about like, Perry and Entree like going on adventures throughout the island, right, that they're on and stuff and exploring new territories and stuff. And also the villain is like of the show's like his name is Mr. Smarty Smarts, right? Like he comes up with like schemes to like, I don't know, take over the island, right? But he always gets stopped by Perry and Entree and stuff, and they manage to like beat him and stuff, right, and prevent him from taking over the island and stuff like that. So yeah, so Spliced and Venvo was so yeah, so that's Spliced, right? Venvo was I don't know, oh yeah, Courage the Cowardly Dog. So Courage the Cowardly Dog is basically about a dog named Courage, right? Adopted by Eustace and Muriel, right? Eustace and Muriel, right? and stuff. So Courage the Cowardly Dog is basically the show is about like Courage defending his home from all the threats that come to like the middle of nowhere, right? Like that's where they live and stuff, right? Like in the middle of nowhere, and there's like a lot of adventures Courage goes on where they use Samira, so it's a really good show, right? So Courage the Cowardly Dog. Then there was Generator Rex, yeah. So Generator Rex is basically a show about like a kid named Rex. So yeah, so the show is basically about a kid named Rex, right? And he has like these little tiny machines in him called nanots, right? And they basically turn his body into like oh no, like he can like morph his body into like various objects, right? Like he can turn his body into giant hands to fight off giant monsters or villains, right? Generator Rex is like an amazing show. It's got like a lot of characters and it's really good. And also, like there's like evils, right? Like monstrous creatures, right, and stuff that were like people, right? But they just turn into that and stuff, right? And General Rex, right? Like Rex basically like cures them with his nanites and stuff, right? And turns them back into human and stuff, right? There's like a lot of characters in it, right? You got Rex, you got Bobo the monkey, you got Dr. Holiday, you got Agent Six, you got No, which is Rex's friend, and also you got like I don't know the villains, right? Those are like the heroes and the villains, Van Cly. Beowulf, Scalamander, Breach, Xerxes, and stuff, right? So yeah, there's like a lot of character development in the show. It's really fun to watch. I really did enjoy watching Generator Rex and stuff. So, yeah, so that's Generator Rex, and that's about it.